we doing here, Patch? How do you manage to get yourself all tied up in such a short amount of time? I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are at Lake Pleasant on our spring. This is our annual or biannual, I guess you might say. We like to come to the lake in the springtime and the fall, and so we're doing some camping this weekend at Lake Pleasant, Arizona. But you might notice we brought the quad rather than the boat. I'll explain that, why we did that, in just a few minutes. But hey, I'll show you around the campground. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell on the side so you'll be notified when I put out more videos like this in the future. So let's take a look around. This is Desert Tortoise Campground. We're on the Scoot Loop. But we're going to do some fun things with the quad, and I'll tell you why in a few minutes. So let's go.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Well, we're going to turn into Desert Tortoise Campground here. Our first favorite loop is Scoot Loop. And this is the particular loop that they call Scoot Loop, which is also semi-developed campsites. And these sites run $22 a night. You can reserve them through the Maricopa County Park website. I'll be sure to put a link down below so if you can check on that. There is a fee to reserve them online, but it's a good idea to reserve these well ahead of time. Now, because these are semi-developed, that means there are no hookups. And there are 32 sites in this area on Scoot Loop. The nice thing I like about Scoot Loop is you're close to the water, especially when the lake is full. The other loop is nice. It has hookups, but it's farther up and farther from the water. And of course, every camp area has a host, which is nice because they go around. And they go around and check everything, and they clean up, pick up trash, and kind of grade everything, rake it out, make it look nice. That gentleman over there, he's really nice. I don't know who he was. That young man over there. He was kind of helping me get pulled in and everything. We'll just take a little. We had to go around anyway because I was pulling the trailer. And there's really not an area here to do a turnaround until I get to the end. I call it the cul-de-sac. You'll see in just a minute. But all these sites, these particular sites off to the left are some of my favorites, though, because these sites over on the left have really good access to the lake when it is full. Typically, it will be full. The last couple of years, there's been years where it gets full in February and March, up to maximum capacity, and there's been a couple of years lately where it's like May where it gets full. So it just depends on the water, how much water they need to use, and the rain flow and everything. There's a lot of factors that involve that. These particular sites are very nice because they are close to the water, and right now you can kind of see the water through the trees there. They did come through recently and trimmed everything and really kind of thinned all these bushes out, which was really nice because they were getting a little bit bushy. Yeah. And they even left a little pile of wood, you'll see in just a minute, by our campsite. Some of the wood that they cut down, mesquites and stuff like that, acacias. And look at the flowers. Now this is late March, around Easter. This is the weekend right around Easter time, and everything is just in full bloom right now. It is just absolutely beautiful. So in just a minute, we're going to pull up on our spot, number 129, and I'll back in.
People complaining about the donkey pooping. I don't see. We'll have to keep our eyes open.
They do have restrooms off to the left here. You'll see the restrooms. We passed them on the way in. No showers, but they are nice flush toilets with sinks. And there's water, a spigot of water available right by the restroom facility there. You can hook up if you need to. If you have a hose, you could hook up and fill up your water tank right there. A lot of people do. Or some people just fill up their water jugs and bring them back to camp. But no electric hookups. So we always bring our solar to hook up when we come in here.
I can see it, but I don't.
Now, unless you're camping like from May, June, July, and August, during the midsummer months, you're going to need that electrical hookup if you come here in summertime. But I do see people camp here even in the summertime. It's crazy. Just kind of getting everything set up here. You okay, Patch? All right. Well, since we're here at the Scoot Loop, there's no hookups, no electricity here. So the first thing I'm going to always do is get my solar up. So I got it here. I'm going to just put one panel up this weekend. I think we'll be fine. I've got the EV70 and I've got the AC180, and I'm going to just hook them up together and be good to go. That's really the hardest part, getting up on the roof. Now the next thing I do is, this is already run inside. This white cable is going to go to the AC180, which I have sitting right here. You can't see it because it's so dark, but it's fully charged, so I don't have to worry about it right now. But what I'm going to do is plug it in to the RV right there. And then I can use that if I want to run the microwave or whatever. I can't run the air conditioner, but I can run the microwave. I've done that before, so it works really well. This plug right here, this is a 30 amp. So I plug this in here. Now it won't come on it won't kick on the AC180 until I use the app to hook it up on AC. As soon as I turn on AC, then it'll come on. But I won't do that yet. Alright. So there, I got all that hooked up. So we're good there. What else do I need to do? Oh, get my griddle out. Of course, I'm going to need my griddle. If not today, tomorrow. There's the water. It's down. Yeah, last year we were here in March and it was down low too. So I booked this spot like back in October, and it's March. So what, 5 months ago? Thinking, crossing my fingers that we'd have nice weather for the weekend. And right now it's really nice, but tomorrow, the forecast is tonight and tomorrow are supposed to be high wind advisories. So probably this afternoon it's going to get windy, although it isn't windy right now, but later today it's supposed to get windy. And tomorrow it's supposed to be wind gusts of 20 to 30 miles an hour, up to 40 miles an hour occasionally. And it is no fun to be on Lake Pleasant when you've got 30 mile per hour winds. Trust me, it's not fun. I don't like it. Tammy definitely doesn't like it. I'm looking here at the firewood. Somebody left me a whole bunch of firewood. Oh, look at that. That is really nice. Wow. So we'll have a little fire tonight. with some of this. Probably won't even use all of it up. I'm sure we'll just have a little fire in there tonight. That'll be nice. So yeah, what we're gonna do instead, we decided, it's one of those things, happens sometimes. A few days ago I thought, I got disappointed, looked at the weather, I thought, well, let's just take the quad. So hopefully tomorrow we'll take a little ride around the lake, check out some things on the quad, and show you some spots on the quad that we can't normally get to with the boat. But yeah, it's supposed to be Saturday. Today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday. Windy, and then rain Saturday night. And Sunday morning we're gonna wake up to rain. At least that's the forecast. So we'll see. Today is like 82 degrees and sunny and it's just beautiful. Tomorrow's going to be 80 and windy, and then Sunday's the high. Sunday they say 64. Crazy. But gotta love it. Lunchtime. Where'd you go, Patch? You're going under the motorhome? Number 120 up there. We were here a couple years ago and we tied the boat up right there where the little pylons are, the little cones. That's right where we tied up our boat. So this water will, probably by May it'll come up, it'll be up there by Memorial Day weekend. It's just nice and quiet. I've had some comments on past videos on Lake Pleasant about the donkeys being a problem.
That's yucky. Leave it.
And donkey poop. Well, there's a little bit of donkey poop here. A little bit I can see. But we hear them. We haven't seen one yet. I did a little research and I found out that right now, this area, the population of donkeys is about 10 times higher than what normally should be. I guess they're kind of like rabbits, you know what I mean? And they're trying to find ways to keep the population down. It's kind of like the wild horses are the same problem. We have the same problem in Arizona with some of the areas where they have wild horses. The population has increased so much that it's creating problems for the ranchers and the farmers in the area. That's the same way with the donkeys. And I can understand why it would be a problem here, because they come down here for water at night especially. You'll hear them come down. The donkeys will come through right over there probably tonight. And just come down and get drinks. Oh, there's one of those herons over there. Like a, what do they call it? It's a gray or a blue color.
Mm-hmm.
Blue heron. Now he ran over there through those trees right there. I just can't believe these spots are open right now. Because I know when I was making reservations, these were all booked up. So either somebody canceled out at the last minute or they just haven't shown up yet. That might be. But I really don't see a lot of donkey poop in the campground. I don't see where that's a problem. But of course, maybe the hosts come through and clean up. So that's good. The hosts come through, and there's a little bit right over there by the saguaro. A little bit. But the hosts probably come through and they do some cleanup work, I'm sure. So that it's not too bad. The worst thing about the donkeys is at night or in the morning they like to get in your garbage can. And make sure your garbage is put away at night. That's a good idea anyway. I always put my garbage away at night. Donkeys, could be coyotes. Had coyotes get into my garbage sometimes. If you're in the mountains, it could be bears. Here they are. We have some donkeys. The dogs are all having a fit. There's a bunches of them. Just coming down for water, I guess. Aw. So Tammy and I decided to take a little ride and on the quad and go around the loop. And we'll show you some of the other areas here. We're going to take a little ride up to Bajada Loop in just a second and show you around up there. What really surprised me was how many spots were open, because I know when I reserved this spot like 5-6 months ago, these were all full. Now it's possible that some people cancel in the last minute. That's always a possibility. And so if you come to Lake Pleasant Park, ask at the gate when you come in if there are any openings. They will usually tell you if there's any cancellation or if there's any openings in spots they might have available. They do have a few overflow spots where people can camp if they don't have any room available. They just don't tell people that, but they do have a few overflow areas. So to get to Bajada Loop, you're just going to continue up the highway past the Scoot Loop, and then you're going to turn into Bajada Loop. And I was surprised the gate wasn't open. I mean, I'm surprised the gate was open, I should say. They do have a gate code they give you when you come in the gate. At the front gate, they give you the gate code so that you can open up any of these gates that might be closed. But whether they're going to be closed or not, you never know. As you're coming around, a couple of those sites off to the right there are tent sites. And right there to your left, that's the shower area in Bajada Loop. They have 2 showers each, two showers for the ladies and 2 showers for the men. And they're nice showers, hot water. Yeah, it's nice to come up here. Sometimes we come up here after we've been here for a day or two and do a shower, especially if we've been in the lake a lot. Wash, get everything washed up, get cleaned up. And these spots right up in here, I'll show you I'll put the little map up here too in a minute so you can see the area. It's about the same number of campsites that they have here in the Bajada Loop. But these are developed campsites. So all of these sites, of course, have electrical hookups. They're fully hookups. They don't have sewer though. They do have water and electricity. There is a dump station past where we came in and turned at that first turn up there. There's a dump station right around the corner. Right here off to the right, of course, the showers right there. That's the shower area and restrooms. Some of these sites you'll notice here, and just as we come around this little loop right here, there's a few tent sites only. And these are nice sites. They're all hooked up. The only thing I might advise anybody who's coming up here to get a site is look on the they have little pictures available when you go online, and you can see them here on this video, but some of these sites are a little more level than others, so you might want to check that out ahead of time. Some of them kind of go up a hill and they're not really level, and if you don't mind getting leveled up or have a way that you can get leveled up, even if you're at a weird angle like about a 15 degree or 10 degree angle, then that's fine. But some people really want a more level site, so do check that out ahead of time. And these sites here are all tent sites. There's one right there. You can park, and then it goes up the hill. And this area fills up. Sometimes, even in the wintertime, this area will fill up. I do highly recommend, if you have any intention to come out here and find a spot, plan ahead of time and make sure you reserve your spots ahead of time, because Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July, surprisingly, will fill up. Labor Day weekend, the big weekends like that, this area right here, though, will be filled. Now, just ahead, we're going to get to the intersection, and straight across is a group area as we come to this stop sign here. And you can't really see it, but to the right around that corner, that's where the dump station is. Straight ahead is a group site. So that's an area where if you have a large group of people, you can reserve that spot. I think it's like 20, if you have groups of like 25, 50 people, you can reserve that area up there. And that's nice, because some people want to come out with a lot of friends and camp for the weekend. Or they have a group of people that want to come out and do some camping together. Now, this area up here is the primitive camp area, and I think the name of this road is South Park, I believe. I'm just chuckling because some of you might know what South Park is. This is South Park Primitive Camp. You can camp in this area. There's no hookups, but this is kind of the overflow area that I was talking about earlier. This is an area that they would put you if they were full up in all the other areas. This would be the overflow. Now, over the hill and off to the right, we're going to go around here a little bit. We're going to show you the Spillway, or the other primitive area. And I've stayed here before, and all the area that you see right ahead of me is all the old shoreline area that they used to allow camping years ago on the shoreline area. But that stopped back in 2020 after COVID. There was a period of about a year there where they shut everything down for the shoreline camping, and they just decided, I guess, to never reopen shoreline camping. But we're going to go around here to the area they designated as shoreline camping, or primitive camping. Primitive camping has no hookups. They do have porta-johns, kind of like you see right there. This is all day use area. But they do have porta-johns, no hookups. It's $15 a night. You can also reserve primitive camping, or the Spillway camping as it's called. You can reserve that online also. Now, the advantages to the Spillway area that I can see is, of course, availability. There's more spots available. It's not as desirable. There's the link. I'll show you the link up in the corner so that you can click on it and go to the Spillway Primitive Camping at Lake Pleasant. I'll tell more about it in there. This is a good area if you want to get close to the water. Even when the water level is lower, you can get to. It's easier to get to the lake. Like if you want to do nighttime fishing, that's really what I came here for, was to do some night fishing. And you're really close to the water. I think there's about a total of 15-20 spots up in here in this spot, in this area. And you can see they kind of designated it with little pylons and cones and stuff. Like right there to the right, that's a spot. You can even see some little fire rings that have been set up in the past. And I spent a night here. I came out last October, brought the truck, did some truck camping, and did a little night fishing stuff. It was nice. It was quiet, except that I remember there was somebody over in the corner here running a generator. Not all night long, but until like 10 o'clock or 11, then he shut it off. Which was weird because it wasn't really that hot. But I think they were watching TV or something. There was something going on at that particular time that they were watching. There were a lot of people watching TV. I think it was like the World Series. That's right. That's probably why they had the generator running, so they could watch the World Series on TV. Kind of forgot about that. But hey, I hope you found this little drive useful. Gave you a little look at the park from some different angles. Safe travels wherever you're going this time of year. It's a great time to get out right now, springtime. So safe travels. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when I put out more videos like this in the future. And stay tuned. Next time I want to do part 2 of this. Tammy and I did a hike up the pipeline. We'll tell you about that later. Have a good day.